Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Rainbow Six Siege video. In this video, we are going to be discussing Operation Blood Orchid, and whether its changes to the game were good or bad, like if it was just a good operation, bad operation, or an average operation. We'll be going over the new map, the new operators, and the new weapons. So yeah, before we continue though, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out and it will ensure you have some more Rainbow Six Siege content to watch. Now, let's begin. First up, we'll be talking about the new map, Theme Park. The map takes place inside of an amusement park located in Hong Kong, and it features a great variety of indoor environments such as an arcade and a haunted house type area. There is of course a ton of breaching options, and the map has quite a bit of destructibility. There are tons of flanking routes and opportunities to be creative with your breaches. The only downside I think to this map is that it's kind of confusing the first few times you play on it. On other maps, say like House, it takes players a few rounds to figure out where mostly everything is, but even though I've played several games on Theme Park, I still find myself getting a little lost. This might be just me, I find the map confusing at sometimes. Overall though, I like the theme of the map and I think it's great. It's not in my top 5, but it's also not in like my top 5 worst. Like, I'm not excited to play it, but I'm not upset either, just somewhere in the middle. Now let's talk about the 3 new operators that were released in Blood Orchid. We received Ying, Lesion, and Ella. I like Ying, but I find her ability difficult to use effectively when playing alone. Since I'm a lone wolf and I usually play alone, I won't be using her too much in the future. But if you work with a team, I can see how she can be pretty useful. I actually like Lesion quite a bit. I have great map knowledge, therefore I find Lesion pretty useful, and since he's not exactly popular, like he's not an instant pick by no means, I will be using him quite a bit in the future, and I think he's a decent addition to the roster. Like, I'm not going to be maining him, because that's Bandit's got that place. But if, say, Bandit's picked and like a lot of my other secondary operators are picked, I'll be like, yeah, Lesion, let's go with Lesion. And finally, we have Ella. I like her weapons the most out of the 3 new operators. Her Scorpion is now my second favorite SMG, only being beaten by Bandit's MP7, and her ability is it's okay. The thing with her ability is, for newer players that haven't been hit by it, it's pretty effective, because that will throw them off. But if you have like players that play the game a lot, and because when you get hit with the mine, it only blurs your vision, stuff like that. It doesn't change where your reticle is at on the screen. Therefore, if a player has been hit with enough of them, they'll eventually learn where their crosshairs are, meaning the mine will pretty much just be an annoyance and not really effective, because that's actually happened to me quite a bit. Enemy will get hit with my mines, I'll go and try to shoot them, but they'll already have their crosshairs aimed at my head even though their screen's blurred, just because they have experience. So I really don't find her ability that useful. For the most part, the weapons are average. Nothing really special or new. Well, there's a few exceptions to that, but anyways. I would say the only standout weapons are the RG-15, Ella's handgun, because it's the only handgun with a reflex sight, the Scorpion Evo, Ella's SMG, because it's an amazing SMG with just a nice fire rate, not too much recoil even after the patch. There's still really not that much recoil and it's pretty easy to control, so it's a great SMG all around. And the SIX-12 shotgun, because it's a magazine loaded shotgun, which means it reloads pretty quickly, and because it has a built-in suppressor while defending. Like if you're using Lesion, it has a built-in suppressor, so not only is it a shotgun which will destroy people in close range, it can reload quickly and it's suppressed so that enemies will have a harder time hearing your shots. So I like it. It's really the only shotgun I like using while defending, so bonus points for me to it. Other than these 3 weapons, most of the new weapons are just average. Next, I'm going to talk about what I would like to see change from this operation to the next, Operation White Noise. First, no more trap operators for year 2. Please. We got 2 new trap operators in this operation alone, so I would like the next defender to be a bit more unique and have an ability that isn't an ambush, tool, or trap. An ability that is active, like I actually have to use it and pay attention, not just throw it or lay it down and forget about it completely. And that's actually it, really. Just no more trap operators in the next operation. Like, we have enough, and just kind of be more creative. Also, one thing I would like to know is just maybe make the map not so confusing, but based on the little teaser that they posted on their Instagram, it has lots of verticality, but hopefully that doesn't mean it's complex and just annoyingly difficult to figure out where everything is the first time you play it, because that kind of adds a barrier to entry. For newer players is like, say there's a guy that just picks up the game like on a free weekend, or maybe like a buddy gives it to them or something like that, and like the first map they play on is just Theme Park or another map that's complicated and just confusing the first few rounds. That's not going to sit well. Like, I remember my first game of Siege, I played on House, which is just, I think it's a great, house is my favorite map, really. And it's simple, it's easy, it's great. So just not so confusing maps and no more trap operators. With those changes, I'll be pretty happy. So to summarize, I like Blood Orchid, and I think it's a decent operation compared to the others. It's definitely not the best, but it's also not the worst either. I like all three of the new operators. They're not bad, but I probably won't be manning them anytime soon. So yeah, that's what I think about Operation Blood Orchid. I want to hear from you guys. What did you think of Operation Blood Orchid? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Are you tired of the trap operators? I don't know, so let me know in the comments down below. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing Rainbow Six Siege content. I'm the Battle Moon, and I will see you in the next siege.